everyone, and welcome back to the 13th episode of this Transport Fever 2 series. Now, some people who have superstition might think that the number 13 is unlucky, but what we have got unlucky at the moment is traffic jams. Lots of them. But, I mean, I've been doing a little bit off this off camera, but what I hope to do in this episode is, when this overlay loads, there are a lot of these. This overlay basically shows public transport connections to places, and if we look around, we've got roads connected to so many places and traffic jams on those roads. So where the roads are connected, I want to make sure there are passenger lines so that the traffic doesn't get even more overwhelmed than it already is. So there are a few reds around the place, but I'm more kind of worried about kind of like areas like Milton Keynes and Ipswich, which just don't have anything. So let's get cracking. Let's break some eggs to make an omelette. So Ipswich needs, I mean, I'm tempted coming out of Norwich to a turnaround to Ipswich. This route needs another vehicle, clearly. Let's turn around, maybe where this depot is, and come down to Ipswich, and then join up into London somewhere. I mean, I think I know how it can be done. If we just get a track in here. Oh my gosh, this platform's not going to be very long. That's still connected, no. That will join up, and then passenger buildings. We can get the small one in here, which doesn't connect yet, but we can make it connect. With a bit of magic. Or road. There we go. So that's then a bit of track. It's only 120 meters long, but that's fine. And then this can come out. I mean, this is where the depot is for this line. We could connect this line up to that depot as well. So we just delete this depot for now. So this is coming into Ipswich at the moment. So we need to work out a good location for the station. Now these trains, they aren't going to be that long, I think. But if you look, the traffic in Ipswich is horrendous. And hopefully we will solve the traffic. And the tracks, you know what, just go 120. These trains, this is going to be a kind of shuttle train. So let's just go there. We'll get a bus line in to connect up more of this place. But so that's like that. This will just need to connect here, and then where are we going to get the depot back? Maybe here. There we go. Too much slope, that's a bit of a shame. Yes, crossover just does actually work there, so if the train's going out the depot, it can still work. And then that's connected up to Ipswich. Then in terms of this depot, we're gonna delete it. I'm going to change the way these tracks run. That is a super tight curve, which I wouldn't usually want to have, but for now it's okay. So if we were to connect that in like that, and that in like that, then trains can go both ways. And then we're heading down towards Ipswich. So what's this? What's in the way of this? Yeeting some of the city will actually help solve the traffic, technically, because there are fewer buildings. What? Sorry. That's not working. Oh, I say that's quite close to the junction. That's just yeet a block. There we go. That's in. So, in terms of signals, we won't need that many. I have one going into the junction, a couple here, a couple either side of the station, and then just realised what I've been using a weird type of a floating signal. Let's just replace these. There we go. Actually, if I was just to do that. No. What am I doing? There we go. That will do. So. Then we get a train line from Upper Watford to Ipswich to Norwich, which can use any platform, back to Ipswich and then back into here, which, yes, it does use the platform we want it to use. So we also kind of want a depot back here. So if that can that actually kind of works, the depot. It's not pretty, but that can work. So, if from each of these depots we get a small train, to be honest, you know what, let's go. That holds 94, yeah. Should we go diesel, should we go electric? What's a really short, I mean this class 323 is quite short. This would be even shorter, 82 capacity. Let's get a southern one from... No, these are cheaper actually. You know what? That's cheap. Let's get one of these on line 1 from this end. This game is super laggy. Probably also part of the thing that the cars make the game quite laggy, so... solving traffic will essentially just help the whole thing. So there we go. That's one at that end. Then we'll get another identical one at this end. For line 1, which we must rename to the Watford to Norwich passenger. And then we could do with a bus route in Ipswich and a bus route in Norwich. So, if we get the bus route to connect up to that station there as well, and then bus route can just run around. I didn't want to stop there. There we go. Is this part of Southend actually connected? Yeah, reasonably well. So, we can just get a stop there, and then it can come back along this road. There we go. Lots of stops, just to make sure that the buildings are connected, because buses stopping create way less traffic than just not having buses at all. So any missed connections are a big problem for us, because that's quite possibly more people driving. So that is the Ipswich loop. So that's that running. Let's give that a chance. Lincoln Oil. Where's this train? It's heading for... oh, it's quite close actually. So, Norwich coverage is not great, so we're going to get a bus line here as well. And I think what will help us is if we get a nice road tunnel here, if we can fit it in, or to here. There we go. So, we start it here, we run it to here, kind of like just crossing all over the place just to cover as many buildings as possible. Kind of coming in a bit here, coming out, then we'll build a road here just to connect those up, run through, go out to this road, and have a stop before the tunnel. So this is the centre covered, yeah, reasonably well. So that will now cover everything once we've got the vehicles on that line. So let's just get another 3 of these bendy buses. So that is the Norwich loop. Ideally, once again, these loops go both ways, but at the moment we're just doing this for the passenger connections, because every connection is a bonus, and is less traffic, fundamentally. So, that'll do. Has this train got anyone on it? No. Yeah. Oh, there is someone waiting. Although it's not getting on. That's strange. I know. It's on. And that train's just leaving there. So they're nicely faced apart. That train's already quite busy. Gosh, the traffic. So, Milton Keynes is another place which has got quite a bit of red. Well, entirely red actually. So, something needs to be done about Milton Keynes, and also we need, I think, a bus route around Peterborough because the edge isn't covered. And we've got a bus route around Ely, but it's not entirely useful at the moment. So, Highfield Road can... Jesus Christ, it's still got its old vehicles on it. So, get rid of Highfield Road, and then go this way instead. Like that. So after Church Lane, it will cover this new area, which will cover more buildings with public transport. So, not the contour lines, but public transport, that's a bit better. So yeah, I mean, a few buildings off is kind of expected as the towns keep growing, but really, places like Milton Keynes just need some public transport. So the best way to connect Milton Keynes is probably, I'm going to do a tram, because it looks like it's not going to get a train line for now. So how do we do this? I mean, actually, we could do 2 tram lines. We could do a High Wycombe through Milton Keynes to Peterborough, and a Cambridge through Milton Keynes to Leicester. And what I'm going to do is do new roads for this, because the current roads are just chock-a-block filled with traffic. So we're just going to get bus lane and tram track, which basically means nothing else will run on these roads. So this route's heading for Peterborough, so it's just going to come this way, and then we're going to get it to bridge up over all of this. There we go. Let's have an orange bridge. Then upgrade this road. Cut through. This will cover some more of Peterborough as well. And then we can have that running through Peterborough. And I now know that there's only one way for cars to cross over the railway line, which is a bit of a problem. So trams can just turn around there. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is none of this. Have a second option for cars crossing the train line. So that's that, and then back to the city streets. Let's get another bus lane, tram track route set up. So where's the Reading Cambridge? Not much of it actually, but we're probably... I think we're going to start the route at this train station. This road here. Autosave. So, if we provide these trams with their own roads, then they'll be able to go faster. So that road does remarkably connect under this weird junction. Don't question what I did there, but it works, unlike most of the other traffic centres in here. So this'll work. And then to get to Milton Keynes, there's okay, so there's this road up here, and then it can just run over to that road via a bridge, and this can be one of these bridges. Then this works. Well, actually, no. I'm going to do a different thing. I'm going to run the trams down here, and then upgrade this road. Go back to this. So that kind of runs through Milton Keynes, and then we'll get it to kind of come out this way. Kind of do a bit of a loop. I've just realised people can't now exit the city on this road. Now we can have the trams crossing over other roads. So there we go. So now the tram tracks here, those are a bit restrictive for this road here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do no bus lane on this road, so the vehicles can still come in. And actually that road's not that busy, so let's just kind of do that, because all vehicles can use that. Then yes, the bus lane. We're going to run into Leicester. And actually, to be honest, we'll continue the tram to Sheffield, I think. So, tram will run all the way down here. And then I'm going to make it go up the hill so that it avoids the roads in tunnels. And then this is a long tram line. Not many vehicles use this kind of coming in to Sheffield Road anyway. And then we'll kind of come into the centre of Sheffield. We'll kind of do a bit of a cut through, and then it can terminate there. So that will provide a major boost. I'm not going to connect it to the other tram line. That's just going to be just like an overly long tram line. So tram depot can go somewhere in Milton Keynes, because that's where both of the lines go. So let's get some stops in. Oh, didn't do much. We didn't do much in High Wycombe. Hang on. It's going to go straight up the central stretch to here. So there's going to be a stop there, a stop leaving, and a stop coming in. And there's going to be a kind of central stop where both lines meet. Then that route continues down here. There's going to be a stop leaving. Then it comes over this bridge. This stop entering Peterborough. And this covers most of it. A stop down here. Stop across here, and then last stop here. That's good for that route. And then here in Cambridge, well, it starts over here. Stop there, stops there and there. Stop, not stop there. Stops coming under. And stops combined with the buses along here. Stop leaving. Stop coming into Milton Keynes. Coming along here. Stop here. Stop round the top. Stop here. Stop leaving Milton Keynes. And then stop entering Leicester. Yeah, this is Leicester, right? Just checking. Then it's 4 stops in total in Leicester. And then stop entering Sheffield. Stop here. And then onto the main road. And I'm going to bring it one further. No, I can't bring it one further. I'm going to bring it one further that way. I just have a stop there. So, we've got 2 tram lines, one quite a bit longer than the other. So for now, these tram lines are going to be quite popular. Let's get 8 vehicles on a new line, which is going to be the High Wycombe to Peterborough line. It's the first one I'm going to set up. So this route runs on pretty much entirely dedicated tram lines, which means that it shouldn't get stuck in the traffic, and in fact should solve traffic. So that's all good. So that's that route, that's the High Wycombe to Peterborough tram. And then that's 8 trams. Now there's a significantly longer one, which is the one all the way out to Sheffield, so I'll get 15 trams on that. That's press play mode, so that stuff starts simulating. And this one starts up at Stanley Road, the Avenue, Park Lane, Stanley Road again, Church Road, Manor Road, Victoria Road, Kingsway, Alexander Road, Stanley Road for the 3rd time, Grove Road, Crescent, Church Street, Park Lane. Stop names get repetitive on this game. Queen's Road, Stanley Road, guess what? Chester Road, Richmond Road, Church Lane, Chester Road, Kings Road, Kingsway, and Park Road, where it terminates, and then all the way back in the other direction again. So this should be quite a good thing for the towns and cities in this area. They've got new public transport, they've got new connections to other places. Park Lane, the avenue and back to Stanley Road. So that's all good. The only thing is, this doesn't cover that station though, does it? That's fine. To be honest, can they connect to buses, or are they really stuck? Really truly stuck? Yeah, they're really truly stuck. What if we extend this Watford to High Wycombe loop? If we extend this under the bridge, so after 4 Main Road, it can just pop under the bridge and back, just to connect up everything. And that's good. So, how's this map? Ah, much better. Few bits of red, but getting a lot better. So, the next bits are kind of in this area. The whole of Scarborough plus a bit of the other places. So, and then there's Preston, and then there's Shrewsbury. Those are the 3 places I think we still have to work on to improve the traffic. And what has happened to the money? Well, I suppose the investments actually were quite high, but that's, if we look at the finances chart, yeah, that we're making quite a bit of money, we're just spending a lot. So, we are making money, it's just we're spending a lot of money on making even more money. So first of all, I think we could do with another set of tram stops here with road connection. Just a little, how do we do this? Just, with the money, we can connect up here. At the moment the trams aren't stopping there because I haven't told them to stop there. I don't think there's much point in telling them to stop there until it's the stop's actually connected to a decent amount of stuff. So, as we await 8,353, it's not too far off. We've got it. So, if I think this updates before we even have the stop on the route. That's still not great. But it's only a few buildings and the traffic's awful. Right. If I just manage a line. And after 39. It's a long route, this. So I think, so how is Sheffield and York and Leeds doing? York's okay, Leeds has got a little bit around here. But I think what we can do is get a bus that comes out of the centre. This is a bit distracting. It comes out of the centre of Leeds. We've got minus 14 million. This is going to take a while. I can tell. So, the traffic's not doing anything good because they're also, most trucks I've got dedicated lanes for at this point, but not all of them. So, there are some that's stuck in traffic. What are the worst lines for making money? Watford goods delivery. Yeah, that's just really not far. Let's take a couple of carriages off that. There we go, got a bit of money, right. Let's pause before the money all goes. So this route's going to be 2-way, I think. So we're going to come down here. And then keep popping up a road. And then it's going to run alongside the trams. Whoops, wrong place. And it's kind of at this end of town. And then we can stop there. This line actually doesn't have any dedicated kind of space on the road. So it's then gonna turn into a loop around Scarborough. Right, does this connect? Yes. So, is all of this covered? Yes. Good. That's now a bit better. So that's another new bus route, which will require a bus depot. Which actually, I've got another idea. Actually, no, we'll get a new depot up near Scarborough. And then, what my idea is we're going to get 2 bus lines. So we're going to get one with 8 buses, because this is going to be quite a long one. Which is going to be from the centre of Leeds, out of the centre of Leeds to the south, and then through past the south of York, and then looping around Scarborough, and then back down the way we came, and that's good. And then, oh my gosh, we've got an unnamed line. What's this? Oh, this is the Cambridge to Sheffield tram, or the Watford to Sheffield tram. Let's call it the Watford to Sheffield tram. Which by UK geography is a very long way to have a tram line, but in this game it's not. And then this is the Leeds to Scarborough bus. Scarborough bus. And then I'm going to get, I think, 3 buses. We're almost out of money. I might put it back into play mode on a new line that will essentially just pause. Actually, I've just had a thought of something. Go from do an express from Grimsby up to Scarborough. I just want to check actually is, does this cover the station? Yeah. The other thing I want to check is this all covered? The answer is no, it's not. If I push this bus stop back a tiny bit, does that do a bit better? Yeah, simple changes. There's still a few unconnected. I think this bus route might need a bit of an overhaul, or just a few extra stops. So that's those 2, then it'll come that way. And then after there you'll run down this road. And then come down here. So Grimsby Loop after 7, School Lane. You'll then have those other extra couple of stops, and after 11, Grange Road, you'll have another extra couple of stops. And that's just to connect more people. Now the Lincoln must be quite weak. Connection, that bus route isn't very big. But it's time to expand it. So, and then so it's gonna come out there, loop round, and then loop back Does this cover there? Yeah. And that Lincoln Loop still uses the old City Rama buses, so those can be changed for something a bit more modern. I mean, honestly, those vehicles aren't utilised much. There we go. Got the money to replace 2 of them. So, now, oh my gosh, there's traffic jam. No wonder all the Birmingham buses are absolutely full. Well, all the stops for the Birmingham buses are absolutely full because the buses can't get there. And this is bad. So we've got Preston area to sort out, and we've got Shrewsbury to sort out. Was it Shrewsbury? I never know. And I don't think anyone does. So this is quite a large area. I think this is... we could do another bus line. Well, we can't even afford 1,200 for stops. So... let's see when we've got the money what we can come up with for a bus route. So I can go. I don't think we need that. I think we know this area is quite poorly served. So if it comes off, okay, if it comes off pause, we've got some money. If it comes off these 2 stops, it then comes down this road. This road is chock-a-block. That's not great. This one we can have don't need player ownership on. And then we can run it along this way. And then run it down this new road I just built. Straight round. And where was it starting? Up there. So in fact, actually we can cut across to there, then there. And actually it won't need that bus stop. So, I'll get a new bus depot somewhere around here. Then we don't even have money for buses. Now we probably do have money for a few buses. 4. Oh no. Not even 4. There we go. So... this should all reduce traffic. The nightmare traffic we've got, so that's the Preston loop. So, that's all good. Now, the one last place is Shrewsbury. And I think for Shrewsbury, we're going to get the trains in. Now, because I think this will be a through station, well, how's this best going to be best done? Let's just delete. Let's go for 3 platforms, because I'm feeling like 3 platforms. Oh no, is it always colliding with one road or the other? About this type of station. That works. Sometimes this game really annoys me. There we go. Oh, whoa, that's expensive. And also, whoa, that's a steep hill. Can it not bridge over that bit? Yeah. That's also going to be expensive. Got it. Is that just a collision? That's just that's not a collision, it's just 403 grand, and now all the outgoings have gone, and we don't have enough money. So how I think I'm going to work it at the moment is that the middle platform will be used for terminating, because then, theoretically, we could have a terminating train, and then through trains going on the outside in the future. So, how is this going to work with connecting it up to the rest of the train network? I think that's something we've got to work out. We're slowly coming out of debt. There we go, got it. That works. And then I think I would love to get a passenger station in there, but it might require some destruction, which we can't necessarily afford. So there we go. Platforms. Let's have the underpass on the third one. What's happened now? Usually this just requires a quick something like that. Platforms. Underpass on the third one. Then passenger buildings. This is on a bit of a slope, so I'm just going to get this to connect up and then come back down again. So it does connect to some bus lines. Right now, how disastrous is this line going to be for all the buildings in Birmingham? Well, it's needed. How disastrous is the traffic going to be for all the buildings in Birmingham? Probably quite disastrous, so we can stretch the railway line out of here. At the moment these are terminating platforms, so we'll need a crossover, because if the trains can't go further they'll have to terminate here. Excuse me, can you run parallel please? Okay, 218,000. Yeah, I think I see what's happening because these roads are going up. Particularly this one, I notice. Now that's still trying to make a level crossing. That isn't. Whoa. No, this just isn't going in. There we go. There we go. Done. So now, this is going to have to turn. This is going to destroy quite a lot of this place. Oh, I see what's not. That works actually. Does it? No. It's a collision. Where's it colliding? This road here. But amazingly, that almost works. If I just go M once. That amazes me that that works. Ha! Now it doesn't. Can we get more money before we go into debt? I don't know. Oh, I see that is on a bit of a slope. Yeah, that's just not gonna work. Okay, I'm not gonna try to connect that back up. There is a bridge pillar collision somewhere, so it's always best just to go to where there isn't a bridge pillar collision. There we go, and that's connected. Right through the centre of Birmingham. Let's get signals for this section. 3,000 a pop, so let's not get too many of them. That'll do. And that's 2 million. That might be enough to connect this up. That works. Honestly, I'm not sure how. It's expensive, but that works. And also that bridge is floating. It's going to be 2.5 million. It's quite a steep downhill, but it actually works. I was expecting that to be more effort. Now at some point the expenses are going to go out, but until then we can continue building. Oh my gosh, that actually does work. Where's the bridge pillar collision? Somewhere there. Got it. That does connect for 239,000. The expenses are going to come out soon, but not before I could do that. Let's put those going in. Is the train going to come out of the depot here? Is it possible? Yes, actually. That's remarkably possible. Let's do that. And not what to do something like actually, that works. Just have it two-way connection. Does that connect in? Yeah. Just in case we want to send vehicles back to the depot. Also, what if we connected this up here? Then it's theoretically possible to come out the depot here and then run around like that. There we go. We're not going to be able to afford a train before the expenses go out, unless we have a miracle. I mean, the cheapest train is 11 million. Although we are making remarkable sums of money, yeah, the expenses have just gone out. So, we're going to have to wait for the next round. While we do so, no, we haven't got enough money to build a bus route in Shrewsbury. It's reasonably connected, but the game is quite laggy. I mean, this overview does make it quite laggy, and the traffic does make it quite laggy, and everything, the world makes it quite laggy. Where's this this traffic is all going down into this tunnel. Just like all the buses backlogged, that's just like ridiculous. So, pause. Just to allow us to get our bus routes connected. There we go. A bus depot. How many buses will we be able to afford is the question. Don't think we'll need more than 3, and we can afford that. So that is the Shrewsbury loop. And then let's get the train line set up, which is just gonna kind of run into Birmingham Exchange. Just wait, and let's pause it while we name the routes, just in case the money comes in and then just goes again. So that is the Shrewsbury to Birmingham. It would sound better as Birmingham to Shrewsbury. Passenger. So that's the Shrewsbury loop. And then let's say that the expenses have come out. Maybe next time. Traffic in Birmingham is actually minus 40% or minus 50% a while back. London is still minus 50%. But they're all just... what are they queuing to do? They're queuing up to that junction. It's so bad. Where does that underground road even go? Pops out... oh, that's a truck only connection. Pops out here, and that's completely backlogged. That might be part of it. Pops out here. That's running fine. I think it's just the amount sheer number of people trying to drive down this road, and the fact that, you know, I hate this, but they're all only using one lane for some parts of this, and also they're just jammed going into here. These are still moving slowly, shall we say. Actually, the jam going this way has actually gone back. It's now going this way. Look, the traffic has just got a mind of its own. So this depot is now a kind of funky question mark. But, oh well, that's just... this is the cheapest electric multiple unit, I think. Yeah. It is. Although one of these is 87 capacity. Yeah, this is 82. It's not worth the extra money. But honestly, we're back into debt again. So... let's just wait until we might actually have enough money to buy a train. So, how are the trams doing? Busy. No, that's the bus route. Is there a tram anywhere? Where are all the trams? There's a tram. That's the High Wycombe to Peterborough one. They all on the Watford Sheffield tram. Where are they? There's one here. That's doing alright. There's one here. They're just a bit bunched up, I think they are. Right, we've now got a bit of money. Let's see if we can get to 11 million before the debts come out. The upkeep comes out again. So, just being patient. I can see why this train's not. It's quite cheap because its power isn't very good anyway. Shrewsbury to Birmingham passenger, done. This Birmingham shuttle never seems to be that busy. Actually, no, it is semi-full, I guess. Thing about modifying is it's actually going to cost money to modify because these coaches are in such bad condition they won't give much back if we get rid of them. So in terms of balance, the trams, I can see why those aren't that popular. I mean, this passenger train loop isn't that profitable, but the train's full at this point. It's just not always full. But it's amazing how this road was once backlogged and now it's completely free-flowing, but we just come over to the other side of Sheffield and we've got a massive traffic jam. There is a junction under that hill, isn't there? Yeah. Why is it back? Is that junction really the cause of like such a massive backlog? Then maybe it could do with a roundabout. I think I know what we could do actually. Is that we could do a road that just comes up there. Oh no, I've deleted the road without enough money to rebuild it. I don't really want to take out a loan because the money is going to come back and it's just going to take its time. Oh. Minus 33 million. This has gone bad. I've just reset all these this traffic. This isn't too bad actually. See, some of it's actually got a lot better, and some of it hasn't. Well, I think there are just a few like choke points that are just like backlogging the traffic across the whole map, or the whole kind of interconnected area of roads. I don't know if it was good or bad. I think for the traffic flow that I deleted that road. I didn't want to get it back in. It just might cost a bit. 303,000, I can't complain that much at it. Oh, where's the money coming in? So sort of all the big money making trains are just like in the middle of their routes at the moment because this money is going to go back into the upkeeps is going to come out before we can do anything with this road. Yeah, exactly. So, you know what? I think we're going to end this episode for here. We've done a lot of progress in connecting up more places, but the traffic is still really, really bad. And I think it's just going to take quite a lot of like the game running for the traffic to recover. I think it will. I think it's showing signs of recovery, but it's not quite there, and the money flow is not that great. I mean, the investments are... The total would be profit if there weren't any investments, but I don't know. I suppose it's just a massive waiting game at the moment, so on that note, thanks for watching this episode, and I'll see you all soon, so goodbye.